My adventures continue. They didn't take long, and neither will this video. Looking over my footage, I don't have much from Oregon, Idaho, or Colorado. So enjoy a nice trip through my time in mountain time.
Save me, mother, from what I've become. Save my brother from what I once was. You're my father, save me from your past. Save me from your past.
Ever since leaving Grand Coulee, my mind was set on one goal: Salt Lake City. Something that won't be appearing in this video. But don't worry, we'll get to it next time. I have a whole plan. I have two main theories as to why my footage is lacking. First of all, my cameras are my children. I'm rocking a T6i and an Osmo Pocket. They're not exactly known for their durability, and I'm hesitant to bring them on adventures. My second theory is more simple. I'm lazy as fuck. So let's journey through Oregon. The summit peaks of the Blue Mountains have a nice dispersed camping area, even if the roads are a bit fucked. Heading out of the mountains, I made my way over to Farewell Bend. This place was a little whack. I only stayed a day, and it set the trend for lakes being well under capacity for the rest of my adventure. Crossing the border to Idaho, I found a cool, and more importantly cheap, place to camp. It was right on the Snake River, had ancient petroglyphs, I hiked up a mountain, got a wicked sunburn. It was a very eventful 24 hours. Moving further east, I stayed at 3 Island Crossing. If you hadn't noticed, I've been staying on a lot of rivers and lakes. I wanted to get Elise in the water, but could never find the time, or the water was too low. I did take a nice hike down to the river, however. After 3 Island Crossing was Twin Falls. I saw Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which really dates this video and shows you how hard I'm slacking on editing. After Doctor Strange, I meandered my way to McClendon Springs, a dispersed camping place near the Utah border. The next day I crossed the border, and we'll speak more on Utah next time. Teleporting to Colorado, I did some general errands in Grand Junction and stayed at yet another dispersed campsite called Deep Creek. True to its name, the creek was deep, and also fast. I tried crossing it in a place that looked shallow enough, but all I did was wade up to my waist before deciding not to drown myself in the mountains of Colorado. I set my gear up to dry, and the next morning took off without a second thought, only to realize I'd left my shoes behind about 50 miles down the road. Goodbye, my shoes. You were my companion on many adventures. I passed through several ski towns. I was surprised to find they all look the same and are very unfriendly to campers. This is also where I found another flaw with my trip to Colorado. Nothing was open. Colorado camping doesn't really open up until May 20th. I was forced to search far and wide for a site that would take me, almost reaching Denver in the process. The next day I headed into the city. I really liked what I saw. I went to the Capitol, got to see the city from the top of the dome, and then ate lunch at a British-themed restaurant nearby. If I wasn't living out of a van, I would have loved to spend more time, but no parks near the city were open, and I headed out of town that night. The place I wanted to stay was closed, even though the website said it was open, and I was forced yet again to search the Colorado mountains for a campsite. This time, with no cell service. The site I stayed at was nothing special, but I got the job done. At this point, I was pretty upset with the idea of Colorado, so I made my way south towards New Mexico. I stayed at Greenhorn Meadows. It wasn't exactly sketchy, but it wasn't ideal. They had a shower curtain as a door for the toilet, and the showers had no curtains whatsoever. My last stop in Colorado was Trinidad Lake. Now this place was nice. Clean restrooms, laundry, a lake, and lots of cool trails. It was a nice send-off to Colorado. So what did we learn this episode? Fuck, I don't know. Make sure the campgrounds you're going to are open. Don't drive off without your shoes. And buy a GoPro if you don't want to break your DSLR. Just a quick video this time. Like and subscribe. Come back next time as I detail my journey through the deserts. Goodbye, friends.